everyone, welcome to Table Talk, that show on the internet where we talk about your topics and questions sent to the hashtag Table Talk and Reddit /r/SourceFed. I'm Matt Lieberman.
I'm Sam.
I'm William Haynes.
Yes, and this episode is brought to you by Domain.com. Domain.com is the place to go when that next great idea hits. It's one-stop shopping for all your domain name and web hosting needs. Domain.com is reliable, affordable, and easy to use, and you don't have to get no .com or .net. Kick them out of your house.
Use fun extensions like .space, .nyc,
What?
.club.
Ooh, or .design.
Can y'all please get .jz? I just want that.
Jay-Z actually has that one.
Yes.
Damn it.
And
Every .jz.
yes, that's true. So, go to domain.com, go to checkout, enter the code TALK for 20% off of your order, okay? That's a fifth of the price.
Whoa.
It's a bargain and a half.
I will buy anything if they tell me I'm getting a fifth off of it.
Yeah.
Really? I will buy anything. They're
Would
like,
you buy a fifth of gin if you got a fifth off it?
all right, I don't even know what I'm gonna do with it.
Yeah. If you were in
Look
court
at it,
for
look
buying
at it.
something that you got a fifth off, would you plead the fifth?
I plead the fifth.
Beautiful.
You remember that show Wild 'N Out?
No.
Yes, with Nick Cannon.
Did you say no?
No, I don't know.
You don't know
You
Wild 'N
didn't
Out?
know Wild 'N Out?
No.
But do you remember they had a segment or something called Plead the Fifth?
What is
The
it?
Fifth.
Yeah.
I think you just don't say anything. Or
Yeah.
No. What's the show? Wild 'N Out.
Wild 'N Out is like an improv show or like a
It's like improv and like pranks and like...
rap shit.
Yeah, it was like...
It's pretty funny. I like it. I would love to be on In and Out, but
Yeah.
like, it's funny.
Yeah, I just remember the Chappelle Show sketch where he talks about pleading the fifth.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Anything you say, 5. Go ahead, ask me a question. Did you?
Oh, maybe that's what I'm
One,
thinking
two,
about.
three, four, fifth. Like, yeah, that show was. I don't think that's like one of the hardest times I've ever laughed. Was like the day after the Rick James sketch came out in my high school history class with my friend Alex Delaney. And we just fell out of our chairs. We couldn't stop quoting it, and it just, the whole class was ruined.
I'm Rick James, bitch. Enjoy yourself.
People haven't stopped.
It was
doing that.
ruined.
There's Dave Chappelle. It's between Dave Chappelle and 2 Chainz of who's the most quotable person on earth.
Rick
Wow.
James and I think who's the improver
2
really
Chainz?
famous?
Is this
2
quotable?
Chainz. People say 2 Chainz shit all the time.
What does
What?
2 Chainz say?
2 Chainz? True. Just dumb shit.
Okay, a word
Okay, you
isn't
can't
quotable.
copyright true.
But people say it is open. But I'm saying as a comedian, I've always thought this about comedians. Comedians, all the legendary ones have like Dave Chappelle's bitch. Bitch is legendary. When people say bitch, they're saying Dave Chappelle's way of saying
Oh,
bitch.
so when people say
Oh.
true, they're saying true.
like 2 Chainz. Like 2 Chainz. Like who else had one? What's it?
Benjamin Franklin. Oh, electricity!
No,
when
yeah,
people say
Benjamin
that.
Franklin.
Benjamin's Franklin.
What's his name? Richard Pryor. Richard Pryor has an amazing motherfucker. Like that's how you know
I'm
you
gonna
made
have
it
to
as
look
a
these
comedian.
up. I don't know all these catchphrases.
Do you know who Richard Pryor is?
I do know who
Okay.
Richard Pryor
Okay.
is. Yeah, I know. I'm not.
Do you know
that.
he set himself on fire, Sam? He set himself on fire. He was on drugs.
And then I think it was George Carlin made a joke about it, where he got a lighter out on stage and went like that and said, "Look, this is Richard Pryor." It's real funny.
That's a really funny joke.
but now they won't let you do that
well,
shit.
after Richard Pryor, his best comedy specials, after he set himself on fire, he got clean, and then he did a stand-up set that was all about the experience, and it's insane.
He's
It's
good.
really good?
He's good.
That's why he's a
Oh
legend.
yeah, Richard Pryor is for sure a legend.
All right.
Oh, I knew that.
Clip on Mullet on Reddit writes, what was the first time that you realized people aren't good?
Oh, I think people.
I came out the womb.
Knowing that people aren't good?
Yeah, I was like, who is this holding me? Like, God. He's like, I'm your daddy. I'm like, calm down. Like, don't put labels on us already.
You have no conception of the quality of people when you're a baby.
Oh, that maybe when you were a baby. I did a lot of thinking in the womb. Why do you guys waste your
lot of
time? I
thinking.
need nutrients. I was like, what is this? What is a womb? That's what I came in.
You
thinking.
named it already.
I named it. I
knew
didn't
the
call it a
name.
womb at the time. I called it a. But now I call it a womb.
Oh, wow.
You could not make those sounds.
I had a
You
baby
didn't
tongue.
know how to click.
I had a
Baby tongues are good at clicking.
I had a fetus tongue. All right.
The word fetus.
Fetus is bad.
Really?
Fetus tongue. That.
Fetus tongue.
Fetus tongue.
Isn't it weird that babies grow inside of people?
You ever seen a time
Beautiful
lapse
women.
of how
You can put a baby
babies
in it.
move?
That is
They
the most,
grow?
I'm sorry, Will, that is the most basic thought
That is
you've
the
ever
most
had.
basic thought.
Isn't it weird that babies grow inside of people?
Wait, isn't it though? Okay, like, can you imagine?
Isn't it
if-
weird that we need to eat food?
It is like the most. It is the most. But isn't it though? It is the most. The thing we need
It's
the
a
most.
high thought.
Those
It's
are
a
two
high
things we
thought.
absolutely have to do. But
Eat
they're
and
so
make
weird.
babies.
We don't
It's
have
so
to make babies.
weird.
We don't have
I mean, but like
We got
as
enough of
human
us.
society, we
It's
have
not the
to.
front though.
If
It's
we
not
want to
the
keep
front
on
of the
going,
lines. It went.
it's like, why do we? Okay, a beautiful cheesecake. if I put that in me, it lets me run better.
No, it does not.
That might make you run better.
It does not
I
make
mean,
you
but
run
it'll make me be able to sit and look at TV longer.
A whole cheesecake.
A whole cheesecake.
I thought about it with breathing. I'm like, when you forget to breathe, you're
Yeah.
like,
Have you?
thank God.
Do you remember the first time that you noticed for the first time that you were breathing, and then all of a sudden you had to think about breathing,
Yeah.
and it became that much harder? It's real
Yeah,
scary.
it's actually,
is
that happens
scary.
every time someone brings it up. I read about it.
Yeah,
Whenever
that
you think
you-
about breathing, you have to start doing
And
it.
blinking.
And blinking.
When you think about it, you like.
Yeah.
Did you read a question? I forgot.
Yeah. What was the first time you realized that people weren't
yeah.
good?
People are
Generally,
neutral.
generally
People
good.
are neutral. People can make selfish choices. I don't think anyone's innately bad
I
or
think
good.
the first time I realized that people were bad was kindergarten on the playground when Duncan Anahenga used to chase me and try to beat me up.
Wow.
Trying to
Full
beat me
named
up.
you.
Can you imagine, like, okay, so recess was like after second period at my school. He spent the first 2 periods of class thinking, I can't wait until recess so I can attempt to beat Lieberman's ass.
Yeah.
He's like, all right, I'm gonna chase him around the swing. He's thinking about this while he's failing grades and getting ready to go to jail later.
Yeah. And if we run past the tetherball pole, I'm gonna hit that ball around so it hits him in the face and knocks him back. Then I'm gonna grab him.
All his creative energy wasted.
Right. This
Wasted.
guy, he could be the next Steven Spielberg with this kind of inventiveness.
like a
Yeah, this
physicist,
kind of
right?
inventiveness.
Yeah.
Yeah. Listen, I want to go back to be a kid. Like, I don't like bullies, and I don't want anyone to be a bully, but I kind of want to, like, spend a day as a creative bully. Because there's something so beautifully cool about somebody, like, looking back, who was able to come up with devious fucking torture.
Wait. So like a verbal one, like an emotional one, or a physical one? Like,
No, like somebody who was able to sneak up on me and, like, give me a wedgie or, like, give me an Indian burn.
Because, you know, sneaking up behind somebody is hard. You're not going to do it
Especially
right
when
the
you're
first time.
huge.
He had to learn how to do that shit. He practiced on some littler kids. He's like, all right, I'm going to find the kindergartners. I'm going to sneak up on these sons of bitches, and I'll work my way up to Lieberman. Like, that's how he did it.
I want to know who was the first person who told people that I picked my nose. Cause holy shit, that haunted me for years. People-
Really?
Oh no.
I'll do it now.
No.
See, you're an adult now. This
Yeah.
went in school.
Yeah, I did.
Immature kids would be
That-
like, "Oh my God, Sam, picking a nose."
No,
people
that would
do that
ruin
shit.
you. Yeah.
Everybody picks their nose. Everybody
That'd ruin
shits.
you.
Get
Everybody
over
farts.
it.
Everybody's gotten a little shit on their hand and be like, "Oh God, I fucked up," and they had to wipe it off, and then they wash their hand.
No.
and some of those
Everybody's
motherfuckers-
done that.
Everybody's done it.
done that.
Fucking Emma Watson has been like, "Oh my God, what did I do in here?"
Yeah. Oh, that's
damn.
just foul.
Yeah, this is
that's
foul.
some
What's that
Hermione
What's it
shit.
called when the toilet paper breaks and you get like a little on your finger? Stink finger.
Stink
Everyone's
finger?
got
That has a
stink
name?
Finger, stink finger. That's
Everybody
why you don't
has
buy
done that.
one ply.
Everybody from Emma Watson to Bill
Will-
Gates has done that
Will-
shit.
He
This
buys
is
one ply.
this is an intervention, Will. You buy one ply toilet paper and it's hurting the people around you that you matter to you most.
I don't know how you knew that shit, but I did buy it once
How do
because there
I
was no
know
option.
that
I
it's
know how
one
you know.
ply?
I know how you know.
How do I not know?
I
it's
know
one
because he
ply?
just said it.
All right, look. We were at the Walgreens. It was late at night, and Darren was like, "Go in there and get some goddamn toilet paper." And Darren is, I've never seen anybody that's so persistent on not having one ply. I went in there, they didn't have any goddamn 3-ply. I took what they had. I was like, sorry, it was either this or nothing. You're either gonna shit in your hand, you're gonna shit in this shit, all right? I know he'd rather shit in
You
his hand than
march
this shit.
back out to that car and you tell Darren to chariot your ass to another CVS.
We should have drove to Target where they definitely have that shit.
Anywhere else,
Literally
there's plenty
anywhere
of
else.
stores. We live in a city.
Yeah, you don't buy toilet paper at CVS. You buy it at a grocery store.
And
There
what
you go.
sucks, though, what sucks,
12
though,
ply.
is
Where they have a
when-
whole aisle of it.
It's a towel.
And I couldn't buy just one. I have to buy an 8-pack. And that's
So
gonna
we
last
have to
us
work through it.
long. I'm like, can we just donate this shit to some poor motherfuckers? And even they would be like, I don't want this shit.
Single ply?
You want me to wipe my homeless ass with this shit?
If someone donated single ply, like if I was at a Goodwill, I'm like, you can keep it.
But see,
Nah, I don't
like,
wanna
if you
take
have
this.
single ply, then run through it that much faster by taking like 8 little sheets and
Then I
folding
feel
it over.
so wasteful. Like,
You're not wasteful because it's the same amount of paper,
I
Sam.
know it's the same. I still feel wasteful going
Oh,
through
that's
a
true.
wall.
This
A
is the
roll.
moment that I realized that people
wall.
are bad.
This is why people are bad.
All right, Sam,
When
pull a
somebody
topic,
bought
please.
single ply. Why do you make single ply? What do you need it for? Okay, anyways. Pocket Knife Bill from Reddit writes, what's the weirdest experience you've had with a random boner? Either you have witnessed or had yourself.
I was caught noticing my own boner once. Like,
Hold up. Okay, sorry, continue.
right, it was at sleepaway camp, and it was
Of course
right.
it was.
Yes, it was, and it was like right before we were about to put on our production of Les Miserables, and I'm like wearing like these like inside out track pants because it was the only dark pants that I had, and at the time I still hadn't quite figured out what that was.
A boner?
Yeah. I was just like, man, it gets hard sometimes. And I was just like sitting there, like literally in this position, looking at it. For God knows how long I was looking at it. And then I just hear this girl go, "What are you doing?"
That's embarrassing.
It real embarrassing.
Yeah.
I did not have a
I'm
girlfriend
starting to
that
realize.
summer.
I'm starting to realize that like everything embarrassing. Every time somebody asks, "What's your most embarrassing stories?" I don't remember because I make myself forget.
Really?
I
try to
myself
shut
forget.
it out.
I'm real good at that.
No, I need to hold on to them. They're
No,
such good stories. If you can own up to it and like kind of like, it's you. It happened. You can't like undo what happened. Just make a funny story out of it.
I also
You're
just
a comedian.
I
You
just
save
don't think I'm
those.
as embarrassed as I should be.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah,
You
I don't
need
think
to be embarrassed.
I don't know what embarrassment, like that type of embarrassment is.
No, but I feel like shutting something out is your body so thoroughly rejecting embarrassment that you can't.
I was just like,
the
I
memory
owned
is
up-
too painful.
I just don't want to be embarrassed, so I don't.
Remember, I owned up to that embarrassing moment.
That's actually good advice.
On Sunday night. Remember, I went to go see Ant-Man by myself because they
Oh,
didn't
God,
want
that
to
was
go.
so funny.
So I was gonna make a funny joke where I was gonna take a photo on my phone of these two old people sitting next to me. And I took the photo, and of course I made sure the flash was on, and but it was too dark, and so
And you sent that to us.
I
You
sent it
that
to you,
photo.
and I made a joke like, "Oh, this could be you, but you playing some stupid joke like that." But then I was like, I want to take another photo when the trailer's playing, so that it's bright enough so you can see that they're old people. And I didn't check again, and the flash went off right when it went dark, and so they looked at me, and it's one of those double flashes, so it's like, duh. And it just stayed on them, and I owned up to it immediately in a text message, and I'm glad I could make you guys laugh a little
I'm
bit about
so
it.
glad you did that.
That's so
I even
funny.
told it to Steve, and he was laughing too.
I want to see that picture.
I deleted
Not worth
I
it.
deleted
Not worth it.
That's a spoil of war. How could
It
you
would have
delete
been
it?
because I went like this to hide it, and
Oh.
then it still went everywhere. Yeah, but embarrassing boner stories was someone I saw it. There's a friend, and we were on soccer together, AYSO club soccer as a kid, and his mom bought him a cup, and we didn't know what a cup was. But so like you could say it's a boner, not a boner. Anyways, it's a funny penis story. And during the game he would stop because he was on like the right side and the defense in the back, not really doing anything, and he would look down and he would knock on it during the game, and like the coach would always be like, "What are you doing?" And he like get scared, and then like, "What are you doing?" And he'd go run, but he'd always like kind of stop, like and like kind of look, and he'd be like, and then keep doing it over and over again.
Cause it's fascinating.
But also, if you've worn a cup before,
Yes.
you worn a cup,
Yeah.
to knock on it, it's kind of fun.
It's
It's
fun.
It's fun.
If he's never done it before, of course he's gonna freaking knock on it. It's way more fun than a game of soccer.
It's funny how like we've spent so much money and
The planet just got mad at you.
we spent so much money developing technology to entertain kids like Game Boys, and now they're 3D. Realistically, if we had said fuck it, we don't care about kids, let's give them a thing to knock on, they would be knocking.
Yeah.
Kids would still be knocking today.
I once played with a piece of screen door for 5 days straight.
It's not
Just
bad.
And you were 25.
this was last year.
You just don't. We really don't need as much entertainment as we think.
No,
we
we
do.
don't.
No,
It's
we don't.
cool.
Mm-mm.
It's
It's
cool,
cool. Mhm.
but I can entertain myself. I went to London in high school and we bought Ball in a Cup, all of us. Hours of just trying to
Yeah.
get this stupid ball in a cup.
Yeah, I activated Showtime Anytime on my Xbox yesterday, and I'm like, I started scrolling through the movies, and I'm like, there are thousands of movies that you could watch for free or for $8 a month right now.
Right now.
That's bonkers. There's so many that none of us will ever watch.
You cannot watch everything.
No.
Our generation is the first to have everything from the past generation, everything they've created, we can get to in seconds. At the hardest, it might take you 20 minutes to find some shit.
Yeah.
If you know how to use Google, you know keywords, you can see anything that's ever been
yeah,
created.
or you might have to spend $10.
Or you might have to spend $10. So if you're at home like, I'm bored, it's like, no. And Louis C.K. has a thing about it. He's like, your mind can go inwards infinitely forever. Don't go too far because you'll find some shit you didn't know was there. But you can go in your mind forever. I found some shit down in there.
You went too far.
I went
Found
too
that
far.
good shit.
That talking zebra says some shit about my mother.
Get in that bowl,
shit.
Will. Make
It's
it
your turn.
yours. What we got?
Why are you an ugly idiot? Oh.
That's not it.
Ben Soup
Got
102.
punched.
I've read one from Ben Soup 102. This is your last one, Ben Soup. I see you put another one in. You're gonna get one from me, all right? Lieberman's right behind me. Lieberman will knock you out.
I'll knock you
He'll
out.
knock your ass out.
I got big fists.
Oh, you got big fists. Let me see. Yep, bigger than mine. All right, I'll knock your ass out. Sam's been working out. Sam works out. Sam, you don't
Sam,
even
show
ever
off-
show this shit.
show off that
you never
shit.
show this shit.
Show this shit.
Show this shit.
Show this shit.
I can call HR.
Oh my god.
When they get here from San Francisco in 2 days.
Show this shit. Okay. What is the worst birthday experience you have ever had?
Oh, I got it. So when I was in middle school, I think when I was in 6th grade, I was so nervous about people not wanting to come to my birthday party that I didn't think to invite anybody until the day of my birthday. And everyone that I invited showed up, and it was great. The next year, but emboldened by this, I gave everyone 2 weeks notice, all of my closest friends, 2 weeks notice to come to my birthday. No one came.
No one cared. That's
No
what
one
fucked you
cared.
up. That's what fucked you up.
Is I gave people notice.
That was your inciting moment. That's when you became human,
Yeah.
Lieberman. That's when you like stopped being a child and were like, oh shit, sometimes it doesn't go the way you want.
Sometimes it really doesn't
Sometimes
work out.
people
Actually, no.
suck.
Even worse than that, my 4th grade sleepover birthday party, one kid pissed on another kid's head while I was asleep. I slept through the whole thing. So, like, I had friends from like a bunch of different friend groups at my elementary school, and none of them liked each other. But they all came to my birthday. I fell asleep first, and then the guy, my friend Eddie, pissed on my friend Oren's head, and then Oren grabbed a thing of Lysol and tried to shove it down Eddie's throat, and then everyone started fighting, and my parents spent the entire night separating these boys all around the house, where I slept through the whole thing. I woke up, and I had lost 2 friends.
Yep. That's why.
Through no fault of my own.
I have a lot of issues with why I'm right now not prepared to have kids, because like it would take all of my energy to handle my kids. But then my kids are gonna be like, can I invite dumbass over? I'm like, fine, you can invite over dumbass. And then dumbass is gonna be like, I have diarrhea, I have a pimple. I'll be like, dumbass, I'm not your dad. I'll yell at my kid. I can't yell at dumbass. That's his dumbass daddy's kid. Dumbass daddy's gonna yell at me if I yell at dumbass.
That's true.
I cannot deal with other people's kids.
Well, no, even
Nothing
worse, in the future, there's gonna be like some kind of app where they can report you
Yeah.
for being like a bad parent just because you were mean to their kid who deserved it in the first place,
Wait,
and you're gonna wind up on some kind of child list.
You don't want to be a dad only so
Because
you don't
of
have
their
to
other
deal with
kids.
the other kids.
Because I am only around people I want to be around, and I know my kids are gonna have friends that they don't like, and I will straight up tell them, you gotta stop being friends with that motherfucker. I'm gonna say motherfucker. I'm gonna curse at my kids. I don't give a goddamn.
Your kids are gonna rebel a lot.
I'm like, if my kids are anything like me, it's gonna be real hard. It's gonna be real hard.
Yeah. What's your worst birthday, Sam?
Do you have one? Because I don't. All of my birthdays, overall have been pretty cool. They've ranged from like really small, like intimate things with just my family, and I'll go out and do something like on a weekend or anything. But I've never had a bad birthday. I've gone to bad birthday parties, and those have been embarrassing. I went to my cousin's, and he was trying to hit the piñata, and he was blindfolded, and he swung around and hit himself in the back of the head, and then he ran away and cried.
Oh god.
Aw. Wait, he hit himself on the back of the head with the bat?
When you're a kid, and you go like this, and
You don't bring it all the way around?
He's a kid. He wasn't an adult.
That's
Like,
another
what
reason
would
I
an
don't
adult
have kids.
piñata?
Another reason I want to have kids, I don't want a kid to fuck up and accidentally kill himself. I'm gonna be so pissed out.
Wait.
I'm like, you drove the car off that shit, you idiot.
Oh, that way.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Don't knock up on his brain.
Accident.
I'll be mad at him for that too. But I'm sorry.
Yeah, if I think about all the times that I nearly accidentally killed myself,
Yes.
being terrified of the world and not taking most risks and still doing it, it's a miracle any of us survive.
I
As a-
haven't been.
yeah.
I haven't been close to like dying on any risks I've ever taken. It's only when I'm just being a dumbass in normal situations,
Yeah.
like normal safe situations, like I'm cooking. Or I'm
cooking.
going to
Cooking.
school. Like, oh, I set a fire. Oh, I
know,
accidentally cut my hand.
Sam, you always like do simple shit wrong. I think it's because you overthink it.
I do. I overthink
You
so
overthink
much.
it. You're like, okay, time to cook now. Time to cook correct and perfectly. Because you aim to do it perfectly. Most people are like, oh, fuck, I'm just cooking some shit. When you try to do things right, it makes it easy to do things wrong. Yeah. Yeah.
Because you're overthinking it.
Yeah. What was I gonna say? My birthday.
Yeah, what's your worst birthday?
I had something I was gonna say, but I forgot. They're always okay. They're always okay. I don't try to do anything for them.
What's the worst possible birthday you could have?
Having a party nobody came to. That's like the number one thing people think.
It was a really sad night.
It would be a
and like Blockbuster was already closed, so there was no way to like go rent a movie or something and make like a night of it.
You remember days where you had to? You couldn't just turn anything on at any time
and get whatever you wanted.
Well, that's how all my video games got beaten, because there was no option to like start something new or watch something. Because you just keep playing.
You keep playing.
I miss Blockbuster.
Me
I like
too.
going to a video store. It's fun.
The guy that works there is always way too pretentious about movies. Oh, you're getting that? Yes, motherfucker, it's in my hand.
Yeah.
Yes, I want to see Ghostbusters 2.
Everybody wants.
I don't
to see
know that he
Ghostbusters
would be so snotty about
I wanted to
Ghostbusters
say
too.
I wanted to say Beetlejuice 2, but I accidentally said
That
Ghostbusters.
doesn't exist.
You should say Tremors.
You should say Big Mama's House too.
Oh, that's actually
Big Mama's House 2 and 3. What's the movie that you saw? It's like
garbage.
No, it's like Angles 2. You said it was really
Angles?
weird.
Oh, Cube 2.
Cube 2.
Oh, Cube 2,
Angles.
Hyper 2? Cube?
Hypercube.
Cube 2 Hypercube is amazing.
It's horrible.
It's so stupid.
It's so bad.
That's a really bad movie.
That's a really bad movie, and they got funding for a prequel to come out after that.
Oh, hell
called
yeah.
Pre-Cube.
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 Have you
man.
have you ever been on a date and your pants get a little wet because you got some pre-cube?
Ew.
That's a Pre-Cube.
All right, guys, I think that's a good enough note as any to end this show on. Please continue to submit your topics and questions to the hashtag Table Talk on Reddit/r/SourceFan. And of course, be sure to go to domain.com, enter the offer code TALK to get 20% off your order. I'm Matt Lieberman.
I'm William Haynes.
I'm Sam.
Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow.
Booyakasha.
Booyah. I'm watching Teen Titans, and I like when Cyborg says booyah.
Oh yeah, you did say Booyah.
Booyah!
I love Teen Titans.
It was a great show.
That show got serious. They
Raven?
agreed to kill one of the people that they fight.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Tara, and
Slay.
Tara was a damn snitch.
She was a damn snitch.
Her motivation was a little weird.
Earthbending bitches.
School is coming back, and I know you hate it, but today we're gonna make backpacks for you to wear.
Backpacks go on sale July 27th for $40.
That's it? For a backpack? Really?
Remember when Steve got an Iron Man toy? Beautiful. Probably like $300. Probably more than that. And I remember you took it out the case and I was like, man, Steve, can I see that? And you said, no, Will, you're gonna break it. Where's it at now?
I just think that Marvel movies are so used to being light, and then DC movies are going down the dark direction. This is like a perfect blend of both of them.
I love in the comics how Deadpool breaks the fourth wall the whole time. So that's what I want from this movie more than anything.